Hello, very good evening to you and welcome to the One Day Special. It is the launch of the Angela Poole designs and I've got the lovely Katie Webster with me. Good evening.
Hello. Hi,
a long time no see. Well, we haven't worked together, but it's been nearly 2 years, you're telling me.
Yeah, it has been. I went off and had my little boy Stanley about 18 months ago, yeah. So he was actually born on our first anniversary of launching on Hochanda the day after. So he's a little Hochanda baby. But,
how lovely. And you're back with us again. Now explain to anybody who doesn't know who you are within Angela Poole and who the company is, if that's all right, Katie.
So I'm art director at Angela Poole. So there's three of us. There's myself, there's Angela and there's Rich. And the three of us do everything. So I do a lot of the graphic design and social media things and make a few cards. And Angela is obviously the brains behind all these amazing products. And Rich is sort of business director, does a lot of the sales.
The fabulous trio makes it all
tick over. I think we complement
lovely.
each other pretty well. So,
excellent, playing to your strengths. Well, thank you for keeping me company this evening. Shall we have a look at what the One Day Special is? Because it is absolutely gorgeous.
It's amazing. You're going to
I have a winner to announce, don't I? I've already forgotten the lady's name. Yes, shall we announce the winner if that's all right? What was the name again? I'm so sorry, I have been told that about 4 times, everybody. Iris Little, you are the winner of this entire one-day special worth £94.94. I know.
Yay.
I know, Iris Little. Well done. There's nothing little about this collection. This will be winging its way to you, and our customer service centre will be in touch. So let's talk about what you're getting in the Folksy Charm complete collection with this beautiful free stencil, which we'll get to that. Now, what you are getting, and obviously Katie will talk me through everything. And then there's a very sort of definite theme here, isn't there, with the babushka dolls?
It's a folk art theme, so our Folksy Charm, and it is so so charming. There's 7 items in this ODS, so it's I think this biggest collection we've ever done.
Absolutely.
Yep, you've got an 8x8 paper pack, which we've never done before as well.
Yeah.
And all of those amazing patterns are hand drawn and painted by Angela. And they're just so charming and sweet, and yeah, the folk art designs are just so colourful and bright.
They are beautiful, and they're all reversible. You're getting 18 designs, 36 sheets. So you'll see a lot of, there's so many beautiful samples here on the show. I'll try and show you as many as I can because the design team, they've really gone into overdrive. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. I've never seen anything quite like this in terms of, you know, the papers and the cards. Isn't that beautiful? It's just gorgeous.
Amazing.
I love them. Really, really stunning. Really, really beautiful. Now, that's just the 8x8 pad. Then, talking of the other pad, and these really blend beautifully. If I just try not to just this is the gradient pack, isn't it, Katie?
Yeah, so this is our Ocean Mist pack. So we've done quite a lot of mist packs already, and they're so popular because they're beautifully blended shades. They work with the collections really nicely. They always complement the colour schemes really well. Brilliant quality cardstock, so they make excellent card bases. So,
they do.
Super handy for all of your makes, and this one specifically is really lovely blues and sandy colours, ocean misty sort of. Oh,
sorry everybody, I'm ruining the book here. Sorry, Katie. I'm just trying to show some of these pretty leaves because the blending is really quite. It's so subtle, isn't it? It's beautiful. You can't see where it starts and ends. Does that make sense?
It's just a beautiful blend, like sunsets and seascapes. And you've got the slightly paler shade on the reverse.
Yes, on the reverse, the back.
So that means you can sort of write inside your cards and things like that as well, and it gives you more options for doing different effects with your stencils and all your other mixed media things. Gorgeous,
absolutely. So there's our 2 pads. Now moving on, I'm just going to pick that up. I dropped one there, I do apologise. We have got our set of dies, and these are our lovely, the babushka dolls. The one, I mean, I remember seeing these as, I was always fascinated by these, one fitting into the other.
Yeah, it's sort of inspired by that. It's sort of Folksy Charm dolls in 3 sizes, and the dies just cut the card blank, so you don't have to do any cutting or trimming. It's designed so that you fold the card and cut it, and it makes 3 different sizes of doll really quickly and easily.
So if we have a little look, we can see what some of these look like on the boards that you provided me here, Katie. So they're absolutely gorgeous, and then you've got the partially cut there here as well. Oh, there you can see there to show you. And I love the fact these are beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So in terms of how you want to do the layout and the extra features there as well. And then we've also got the stamps, haven't we? I mean, with this is a massive collection. Forgive me, I'm trying to juggle all of these boards. And you know what I really loved was the moustache on this. I was just thinking, where did the man come from? I'm trying to find the moustache. Where's it gone again?
Yeah, we've got a slightly male face, so you can do male cards, you can do different, you know, it can be anything you want really. And this stamp set, I think I've used every tiny little space that I could possibly use to fit extra things on, and I think it's 62 stamps we've fitted on that onto
How many?
62 onto 1 A4 sheet.
62,
which is
good
a huge amount.
grief. Yes, that's right, 62 it says there. Absolutely stunning. And then we're still going, everybody. We're still going. And we've got this on 2 Flexi-Buy payments. And wait till you see the samples. We have got our floral and our Folksy Meadow Charm stencils as well, haven't we, there as well?
Again, these stencils are hand-drawn by Angela. Absolutely stunning, doily, lacy effect. The floral charm is particularly amazing and just looks great on all of your makes. And the Folksy Meadow is just so beautiful and summery, and yeah, you just get absolutely amazing effects with those.
Gorgeous. And then added to which, I mean, well done to Liz Little. Is it Liz again, that one? The free stencil as well, with every order worth at least $5.99. There we go, yeah. Now all of these elements, apart from this one obviously, are available individually, but as a collection we've got it for an amazing £84 and 94 pence, split into 2 Flexi-Buy payments of £42.47, saving £10. And there is just, I mean, I don't know where to start with all of these gorgeous samples. We've got all sorts of cards down the counter that I'll try and show you as many as I can. So many different machinations in the way in which the cards are constructed, isn't there, Katie?
Well, it's impossible to stop. And I was saying to Angela this week about how I just find it really difficult to know when to stop, because there are so many combinations and so many beautiful things you can do with this collection, and I honestly absolutely love it.
They're just beautiful. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Let me just show you. I'll try and show you just a few. That's like, oh, and there she is. And
such a sweet one. That's by Jan, one of our design team.
There is this amazing book. I mean, gosh, I'll try and it's all covered with the lovely Folksy art papers. So,
this is incredible. I think we need another set of arms.
I do, but we can't join together, can we? So inside here, you've got all these little Velcroed round bits that have been cut and stamped and die cut. And then also in there you've got body pieces. So what you can do, I know I'm trying my best here, you can then change and swap these on the pad itself to make all sorts of different configurations of faces and bodies. Isn't that beautiful? This is using all of the one-day special. I just think that is absolutely delightful. And then one of my favourites, because this reminded me of cards you used to get when you were little, and you used to have to put the head with the body with the feet.
My daughter has a book like this and she absolutely loves it.
Yes, I used to love this, and you'd always have clown feet with the policeman's head, and then the nurse's body. And
I think this was Sandra from our design team made this, and it's just such a clever idea.
It's just genius. Children love this, don't they? I mean, I do. It just brought me back immensely as soon as I saw it. I just thought that's absolutely beautiful. What a lovely gift to make.
It is. It's
gorgeous. But you can see how fantastic. Yeah, I mean, they've gone into overdrive, the design team. We've got books here with using the little babushka heads as tabs at the end. This is Sandra. They're just delightful, as well as just, you know, making the little triptych cards. I mean, gosh, there's just so many here on the... Oh, there we go. Fiona's arrived. Just knocking things over. I'm so sorry, Katie. I was just about to show the little twiddly body, which we'll get to, but have a little look at it. Here we go. I mean, look at that for an easel card. We will get... Isn't that beautiful? All three of them. So do feast your eyes on everything that's down here on the table. I've never seen a collection like it. It's so original, Katie.
It is. Just gorgeous, isn't it? Yep.
So beautiful. 826654. We'll try and rescue that. I'm so sorry, Sean. I've just sent one spinning. Look at that. Beautiful. We've also got some dies coming up, you see, as well. So 828654, £84.94, saving £10. Now, the vintage frames are these. Is that right, Katie?
So there's the festive frames that you're looking at right now. Yeah.
They're the festive frames.
We've got the vintage frames, which we launched first, and then later on we launched the festive frames as well, and they all sort of intermingle, so you can use them together and separately. And you'll probably notice that a few of the samples, that we've got in front of us have got the dies inside the bodies, and they look super cute.
Yes, if you have a little look here, and I know you're going to be demonstrating this, you can see there in the body. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, isn't that stunning? Really, really beautiful. There's quite a few, again, some lovely, lovely samples here. So you've got 17 dies in this collection there. Stunning, and Katie be explaining how you get those all working together like that. Just so beautiful. So these are the festive frames here. So if I just bring this, and they've got this lovely, well, the words, what's this? Oh, that's the vintage one. Sorry, no, that's my festive. That's my festive.
There's your festive.
That's my festive. This is festive, yeah?
So you've got your bauble shapes in there as well, and snowflakes.
Beautiful. 17 dies in total. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I was just trying to read around the outside there. Yeah. Have you stamped on those then over the...
Yes, so the stamp set that we launched with the festive frames was the Winter Snuggles. It's got really cute little polar bears. It's lovely, and we launched that back in August. And the stamps greetings on there go inside the little frames that you can make. So the dies nest together to make frames, and you can stamp around the edges and do all sorts of fancy things with those. So if you've already got those, then yeah,
they'll work perfectly with it. If
the world is your oyster.
If hugs were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard. That's one of them here, with love at Christmas. Christmas hugs, sending Christmas hugs. Christmas magic, thinking of you. So talking about those stamps that Katie was just referring to around the outside there. Forgive me if you didn't quite see that. I was just trying to read that for you. $29.99, 17 dies in total, 986302 for the festive frames die set. Really, really beautiful. Now we've also got, that's this bundle here, so we'll show you that in the entirety. That's your festive die set, yeah, $29.99, 986302. We've got a second set here as well. And these are the vintage, are they right, Katie? Vintage
yeah,
frames.
that's the vintage frames, yep.
14 dies in total. So I've got a sheet here. I'm just going to hold that up so you can see all of these dies. So how do these are just, are they a similar sort of thing in terms of the mechanism, Katie?
Yes, so the festive, the vintage frames were the first ones that we launched. And yeah, they all work together, so you can create little spinning frames for your cards. You've got lovely lacy details on there. The vintage frames also comes with a really handy little gift card slot, which is a really unique little thing, and I've actually used in one of my demos, where you can attach a gift card to your card as well, just by using that die. So beautiful, absolutely. So £24.29, got a freedom discount on there as well, but I just had to show you that pop-up card. Isn't that amazing? 886002. Who did that one? Let me compliment Sandra Fuller. Lovely, Sandra. Amazing. So many beautiful samples. I'm going to take that one with me so I can show you in a minute. Let's go straight over to Katie and see how this fantastic set is demonstrated. Okay, so I'm going to start with a small doll. This is a little thank you card using one of the panels from the vintage, the festive frames die set inside there, and using our Ocean Mist card pack and the new 8x8 paper pack as well. So the dies cut your card blank for you, so it's really, really easy to use, and all you have to do is fold your card in half. Just grab my bone folder. And this is one of the sheets from the lovely Ocean Mist card pack, and I just absolutely adore the way that the gradient colours go from the blue to the sandy colour at the bottom. It's one of my favourite sheets. I always find I have my favourites when it comes to pattern papers and things like this, and I end up going through so many sheets of the same thing. Right, so I'm just going to position my die in the area that I want, and I've decided that I'd like a blue body, so I'm going to go with positioning it near the top, and I'm just going to attach a tiny bit of washi tape to that just to hold it into place, and then I'll just quickly run that through the die cutting machine.
So how long did it take to put this collection together?
Well, this collection, we were actually hoping to launch it a bit sooner than we did, but what with everything that's been going on, it's been in the pipeline for about a year now, I think.
Right, gosh.
And yeah, I think Angela and I have a tendency to always want to add things, change things, make things the best that they can be. And as crafters as well, we know what everyone will enjoy. So we can get a little bit carried away with the design process. But I think it's always worth it because
I'm just noticing all these lovely samples behind me as well. Gosh.
Yeah, well, we had so many. I didn't quite get time to put all of them up as well. So there's plenty more that you will see throughout the ODS.
So beautiful.
I'm going to pop those to one side. And you can see there that it's just left that folded edge. So you've got your lovely little card ready to go already. Right, so next I'm going to cut my layers. And you'll see that you've got these layers here that go for the body. So you've got a die that cuts the body shape. And you've got a die that cuts the head shape as well, the head scarf. And you've got your faces. These circle dies are actually really handy for making little nested circle frames and things, or you could make little balloons with these circles. They're so handy for lots of different things.
Well, you've made, and I haven't shown them yet, but you've made some, the team have made some unicorns and some
amazing
reindeers as well.
Yeah, I absolutely love those, the little reindeer,
show you
so sweet. You've got your hair dies as well, and you've got little bows. And you also get these little, I'll just show you here, the flower dies, flower outline dies. And those actually go with the stamps. So you've got stamps that fit exactly inside those, and you can make really pretty little details and extras to go on top of your cards. Right, so to save time, I have pre-cut some of the layers. So I've cut some yellow from the absolutely gorgeous sheet of
the blended card.
Yes, I've got it here. Sorry, I've got everything in different places. Right, there we go. So this one is absolutely stunning. I love this
that's
rainbow
from the
gradient.
8x8,
Yeah, so you can make really nice rainbow effects, but I've used that for the headscarf here. And this blue one just for the base. And all the colours complement each other so nicely.
Very pretty.
So I've cut those pieces. And I'm just going to use a little bit of PVA to pop those on.
I mean, there's so much in the kit. I mean, just looking at the amount that is in this and the ways in which you can take it, I can see why the design team would have such fun.
It was almost sort of endless. I kept saying, oh, I'll finish doing some makes on this day, and then I just kept carrying on.
Well, I just noticed the bag as well in the background, and with the babushkas and the material as well. So
I know, that's gorgeous, isn't it?
Cotton, yeah.
Such a lovely idea, and the hoops behind me as well.
Yeah, it's
they just look gorgeous. It's just, you know, the possibilities are pretty limitless with this collection. Right, so just a bit of PVA. I'm going to attach the layers, and they all fit perfectly over the die cut shape. Just using a tacky PVA and brushing it around with an old brush. I know everyone has their little pieces of kit in their stash that they use, and mine's this old brush. Is quite handy for lots of little tasks. There we go. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the face from this side of the card. So I'm making the most out of this one piece of card, which I always love doing, is trying to get the most out of one piece of pattern paper. I'm thrifty. So I'm going to pop that in. Just run that through. There we go, so we've got our face, and I've also cut to save time, I'll show you. I've cut a piece of blue from the same sheet as well. So I thought it might be quite fun to have some nice blue hair on this design to match the body. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut my little apertures for the thank you. So I'm just going to cut this little piece here. And now that uses the Festive Frames dies. And I'm going to be using the shaped aperture and this lovely little circular panel that goes inside. So I'm just going to line up my aperture on the card. I'm just going to very gently pop some washi tape in the centre. And you've got your little arrows on the slot and spin dies that shows you which way is up and down, which is very handy, makes it a lot quicker. That through the machine. And it's just a really sweet little size card, I think, this small doll. I do tend to want to use this one quite a lot because it's just such a sweet little size for sending all sorts of different cards.
Tags even. And
yeah. There we go. So we've got our aperture in the card there.
And I love that the little set of the circular dies when we get to those later. They create that little spin in the body. They're beautiful.
Yeah, so I've cut the same, so I've cut this one from layered up paper from the same piece as the headscarf.
Yeah.
So I've used that orange shade and I've just stuck that, fastened this one to the sheet of Ocean Mist just to give it a bit more strength for the spinning frame, so it makes it a lot thicker. Right, and so now I'm going to add my face.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to do some heat embossing instead. Right, so I'll get my stamp set.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'll have a quick recap. Is that all right, Kate?
Yeah, that's great.
Just tell everybody, because it is the launch, so everybody can see what we've got. So it truly is a massive bundle. I've got so many boards here to show you and dies. So let me start with those dies because this is what Katie is using. So you've got all of these fantastic Folksy Charm dies that can create all sorts of different machinations in terms of the hair, in terms of the body, in terms of the shapes, 3 different shapes there for the sizing. And if we look at that in terms of the cutouts, you can see here, you've got just partially cut there in terms of the folding, the matte and layering. And then if we go on to the second one again, different hairstyles, different fringes, and again, the different sizes that we can make out of all those dies. And what really changes them up altogether is those 62 stamps. I know, every inch of these fantastic Folksy Charm designs are here. Every inch of this has been completed with 62 stamps, and you've got sentiments in there as well. You've got moustaches and ties, different faces, cheeky little grin, cheeky little sort of wink, just straight hand on, face on, eyes closed, rosy cheek. Absolutely beautiful to mix and match and change it all around into different machinations. Then you've got 2 of the stencils as well. Now, of course, you can buy all these individually. We've got the Floral Charm, which is this one here, which in itself, you know, makes beautiful, beautiful cards. And then we've got the Folksy one, which is your orange one there. And if I just show you, you know, again, can make beautiful, beautiful cards. I mean, that one was done by Sally, just absolutely stunning. So that in itself is absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. You know, you've got the Folksy Meadow there as well, with the embossing there with the glitters. Isn't that beautiful? So we mustn't underestimate those fantastic large A4 stencils. Then we have got our lovely blended sort of ocean colours there in terms of these papers here. Ocean Mist, 24 double-sided gradient sheets. And it really is a very subtle gradient on the back and maybe a bit bolder. So if you look at one here, you can see how it's just round the edges there. blended beautifully, sandy colours, blue colours, and a bit paler on the reverse, but absolutely stunning. If I take that away, you get a better look of that cardstock behind. Really, really beautiful. And then if we move to the bottom of the table, you can see, and this is what Katie was referring to, that those gorgeous papers, the lovely 8x8 papers there, just really pretty, the Folksy Charm there. You've got 18 different designs, all double-sided, beautiful to die cut out of in terms of, you know, those lovely, and that's the one Katie was just referring to, absolutely stunning, and they match perfectly with the entire collection. And if that weren't enough, you've also got your free gift, and that in itself is worth £5.99. That's 6x6 charm stencil as well. So, you know, just to show this one by Sandra. Look at that for an easel cut. Isn't that beautiful? The triple whammy there, all the different sizes. So, so beautiful. That can be folded down flat. Really gorgeous. We will be going back to Katie. She's just air drying something there. And then I said, oh, this one, so, so pretty, you know, get a one inside another, inside another. The team have come up with so many beautiful different designs. They're absolutely gorgeous. Or just keep it really, really simple, really cute. There could be tags, there could be cards. Just gorgeous, absolutely delightful. This one as well, look at this. So, 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 so pretty. And each one of those then, because the die cuts can open individually as 3 different cards that fold down. Isn't that beautiful? 2 flexi buy pens for £42.47, 828 654. Really original, beautiful innovation in the style. I just love it. As a collection, it really works and comes together beautifully. So Katie, where are we at now? Back to you.
Right, we are at, I've stamped a face. So I've used, move my embossing powder out of the way. So you get 3 different size faces. You've also got your extra sort of male doll face as well. So the smallest one is super sweet with its eyes shut, and I've just stamped that one in a brown ink. And I've added some little cheeks, and you've got cheek designs for each size of face as well, little blushing cheeks. And I've just added some white gel pen just for some detail on the lips there as well. So I'm going to add my hair. But before I do that, I'm going to just add some of the stamped detail to the hair. So each one comes with a little detailed hair piece.
Yeah.
Which is so cute. I'm just going to pop that on a block and pop some embossing.
Yeah, you've got some lovely little hair designs there, little florals or
yeah, it's all really
stars.
lovely floral style that all coordinate.
So pretty, yeah. It's really, when you start to look at those stamps, you just see how many are in there. There's so much to choose from.
There really is. Right, and I'm going to do that in white.
It's a very original collection, Katie. This will compliment Angela.
It certainly is, yeah.
Yeah.
It certainly is. Right, so I'm going to just emboss that, a little bit of white onto that one, the detail. Right, so I'm going to make a noise again for a minute.
That's okay, make noise away. I'm going to show another one of the fantastic cards if you'll indulge me, because again, this is a simple one. But I just want you to see how many different designs the team have come up with, and that's not showing you what's over my shoulder, but then you open it, and then there's our nether and then a Bobby one, I know, a little sleep. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. So if somebody was having a baby, little one inside, could be just going straight from that to that. I think it's absolutely delightful, beautiful.
There we go. So I've done some lovely blue hair, and I'm just going to attach that onto the face as well. It just looks so charming in so many different colours. There we go.
Could be a little, almost looks like a little swimming cap. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you
just bobbing above the water there, Katie.
Yep, and you pop your face on. I'm going to use some tacky glue just to pop that on there. There we go. Right, so I've stuck my hair on, stuck my face on, and I've got my aperture cut in there already. And this is my piece that I made from the Festive Frames die set. I'm just going to add.
This is our spinny bit for the middle.
This is the spinny bit for the middle. So I'm just going to add some lovely little greetings and things. So we've got a nice thank you greeting here. So I'm just going to add that one. I think I'm doing a lot of embossing in this demo, so I'm making a lot of noise.
That's okay. We've got the festive frames die set at the bottom. 17 dies in total, 29.99, 986,302, and that's a quick look at all of those stunning dies. 17 dies actually in total. So on that board, they're not all on there, are they? I've got another board. They're all here because they all work with each other in terms of the spinning. Yeah, if I show you there, there's your 17 dies. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Okay.
There's lots and lots of different flowers to choose from in the set as well, so you can go crazy adding all sorts of different patterns to the tummies of your dolls. So to speed things up, I will show you that I've stamped the thank you on the front of this one, and then on the reverse I've chosen some of the flowers from the stamp set as well on the back. And then all we have to do is match up your slots, and then you pop your slot in the top, and then flex it slightly, and your slot in the bottom, and then there you've got your card.
Oh, isn't that delightful? How beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, Katie. And I've got another little mini one here. This one, who's this one by? It doesn't say this card here, but it's, again, using that little spin die that you've just showed us and demonstrated with. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. And then onto the back, stunning. And I love this little tea light holder as well with the vellum and that Christmassy theme. Just popping a little pom-pom riff.
Sweet.
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? And again, spinny middle there, put a little tea light in there. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'll have a quick recap if that's all right, Katie, and you're okay to go for another demonstration? Beautiful. So I want to just talk about those stamps straight away because you're getting 62, and we were just talking about the hair pieces there. So you can see, if you look closely into the arches, you can see the arches there and here, and obviously on the actual size. Loads of different little ways to do the hair, loads of different beautiful, beautiful borders, lovely individual stamps in terms of sentiments as well. I love all the expressive faces with the winking eye and the closed eye, and just a very simple face if you were going to make it male orientated with your moustache and your tie. You've got the little eyes there as well, lovely leaf and foliage. I mean, it's just beautiful and ties in. And thank you. I mean, every inch of this board is literally covered. It's an amazing and that's just the 62 stamps. Love to a sweet friend, doll face. I mean, Dad, they're just absolutely gorgeous. So the stamps on their own are £22.99 at the bottom of the screen, 148657. But of course, we've got it with the dies, you see, in the 1 day special. I'm just reaching for the die set here. Forgive me. So again, you've got those 3 lovely fringes, you've got the outlines if you want to go for that plain card, and then you've got all the inserts as well. So we've got all of those dies. You've got big A4 stencils there as well. Now the stencils themselves make, I mean, just look at this, make absolutely beautiful, beautiful cards in themselves. They really are. And don't forget, we are getting that bonus stencil. That one is the Floral Charm stencil, because you get 2 large stencils in there. The floral, which is the blue, and then we've got the folksy as well, which has all those elements as well. Now you can buy these individually, £9.99, but you're getting both of those. And added to that, because you're going for the whole set, Angela and the team are giving us this lovely decorative corners gorgeous stencil as well. Then you've also got your Ocean Mist gradient card pack as well, and your lovely 8x8 pretty folksy papers there as well, which are fully reversible and beautiful to work with in terms of cutting out your gorgeous dies. So really, really, really pretty there. Yeah, that is a big card. What does it say there? How many sheets are we getting in there? 36 sheets, 18 designs, and you're getting 2 of each and 160 GSM. 2 flexi buy payments of £42.47, 828654, and you're saving £10 as well as your free gift. Yeah, it's a gorgeous. I mean, I personally, presenting, I haven't seen anything like this in terms of collection on Hochanda before. So something very original and very special. Angela being, well, there's 3 of you that run the business, isn't there? But Angela designed these, am I right in saying that,
Angela
Katie?
designs all the collections, comes up with the ideas for the dies and the patterns and things, and she hand draws all of the patterns as well. And then I and some of our lovely freelancers help to get all of those digitised, ready for going to the factories to make.
Beautiful, fantastic. Okay, and don't forget we've got those lovely dies as well on the show, which we'll come to. But what are you going to show us next then, Katie?
Okay, so I am going to show you the first stage of this amazing card. So this is a little family card. So I've used all 3 of the dies to show you sort of some ideas that you can do. So we've got mum and dad and a little baby. So it's just sort of a welcome to the world card. And I'm going to be focusing on our stencils with this one. I'm going to show you how to make the dad card. And then later on we'll have a look at how we make the rest of the card as well, if we get time. So I'm using my largest doll die, just on some white 250 GSM card. Lining up the edges, you'll see there's some straight lines and they're there to just line up your edges. I'm going to fasten that in place. Just run that through the machine.
Dies on the show there, 20 dies in total, and that is £29.99, the festive frames die set. So you've got the apertures, the bow, the frames, the bonus snowflake, round bauble, shaped bauble, and the bauble toppers. It's a very versatile set, that one, isn't it, Katie?
Yes, yeah, I mean they all are really. We sort of do pack a lot into those to give you lots of different options. Right, so now I'm going to show you a bit of stenciling. I'm going to grab this is our 6-inch stencil decorative corners, and it's just got some lovely little decorative patterns that you can add on the insides of your cards if you wanted, or just in the tummies. But I'm going to make a repeat pattern with this corner one. So I'm going to grab some ink. I'm going to pop a new pad on that one. So I'm going to go for some blue. I'll use this one. And I'm literally just going to push it through the stencil.
So this is the bonus stencil you get with the one-day special.
It is.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
lovely.
that one absolutely free, as long as it lasts. Yeah, it's just so easy to use these stencils. They're really high quality and lovely and thick as well.
Yeah.
And yep, just use any of the inks you've got lying around, and you can blend them all together if you want, or obviously you can use texture pastes, sprays. So that's the one side, and if I turn it round the other way, I can line up part of the pattern like so, and then I'll carry on inking through to the other side. So it means you can do basically as much as you want just with that one stencil. So it's really handy. There we go. So there's a pattern. Okay. Next, I'm going to layer up the pieces.
So that's using at the moment just our free. Is that the free?
Yeah, that's a free stencil which
yeah,
I've made a repeat
stencil,
pattern with, and I've pre-cut. So the body piece again, and the headscarf piece. I've cut that twice because what I'm going to achieve with that is the shirt collar of the dad. So you can trim that off and stamp that piece. So I'm going to add my layers. Again, a good tacky PVA is what you need.
Gorgeous. Well, we've got about 15 minutes left, just so that you know as well, Katie. We've had a lovely email in as well, just while we're gluing. Hi Fiona and Katie, I've just switched on the TV. What a great design idea these dies are. Well done again, Angela Poole. They're gorgeous. That's another Angela in Great Oakley.
Oh, thank you, Angela.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's lovely. Thanks
From
for
one Angela to another. They are really quite spectacular. They're just so original.
I absolutely love them, and I love this this female one that I've done here. It's just from one piece of the pattern. So I've used one side for the base, and then I've just turned it up the other way to get this lovely detail at the top, which is all part of your paper pack. So if you don't fancy stamping or inking, or you don't have much time, or you can just use one sheet of paper, cut your card out, and you're done.
Perfect.
And you get more out of your papers that way.
So have you had much time for crafting with Stanley?
No, sadly not. Yeah, not as much as I'd have liked. He definitely keeps us busy. I love him.
Of course. He's still a little toddly, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just started walking, but he tries to sort of run everywhere now. So trying to keep up with him is a full-time job.
That's the end of the peace and quiet now.
Exactly, yeah. Well, he never really lets us have any peace and quiet. My daughter is the quiet one.
Does she like, how old is she?
She's going to be 4 at the end of the month.
Ah, does she like crafting with Mummy?
She loves it, yeah. She absolutely loves making cards.
Well, Stanley's had a mention, so we better mention your little girl's name. What's her name?
Esme.
Esme.
I think she might be watching at home. I don't know if it's past bedtime or not. But hello, if you are.
Ah.
Yeah, I think that this is a collection that would be really nice to use with children or grandchildren.
Yes.
As well, they'd have lots of fun just mixing and matching like
that beautiful
book that Angela
book.
Dodson made, yeah.
And well done, Iris Little, the Facebook winner, because you've won the entire one day special. If you missed that and you've just joined us and you're thinking, why is she mentioning my name on TV? Iris Little, you've won the entire one day special. So well done to you, the Facebook winner.
It is a really brilliant prize.
Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So beautiful. So,
you probably saw me snipping away there while I was chatting. So I'd cut another headscarf out of a paler pattern paper, and then I just trimmed off the scallop bits just to sort of make it look a bit more like a shirt collar. And then we're just going to add some detail down the collar with the stamps, which I've mislaid my stamps. There they are. I spread myself out too far. So you get these lovely border stamps in the collection as well.
Yeah.
You can do lots of different things. They're nice at the bottom of your doll cards, or you can use them as border edges, and they all repeat as well. But I'm just going to use this nice frilly lace design. And I'm going to position it either side of the collar. Just use my stamping platform to do that. I find that I use a lot of navy ink with these papers as well. Seems like it sort of brings the whole thing together.
See, that's lovely in itself, that you don't have to literally use the borders as borders.
No, you can do them
just decorative edging on the clothing or the scarf. Very pretty.
I'm just going to do the same on the other side. I'll move that over a bit.
And of course, you know, with a set as large as this, you know, you're just going to be using it because we were only just scratching the surface here. I think by the time we've done all the one day special hours, we still would have plenty to go to, wouldn't we?
You can spend loads of time as well thinking, oh, what shade goes with that, and try this and try that, and you'll always have extra pieces that you can do other things with at a later date. So yeah, it's lovely. Right, so I think because we're running a little low on time, I will just show you how I did this. So I've made a little tie for the card, and like you said before, you've got a moustache in the set and you've got a tie and things to make your mail card with as well. So I've just used the tie stamp here, and I heat embossed it in white, and I just fussy cut around the edge to make a 3D tie. And I'm just going to pop a bit of glue just on the knot at the top, and you can pop that in the middle. And then I have stamped the face. There's his face. So yeah, so this is the sort of more male face, but again, you can, it doesn't have to be, you can completely mix and match. It's totally up to you how you want to colour these,
yes,
or which ones
very
you want to do
neutral
with which. Yeah, it's completely
yes.
neutral. So yeah, so we've gone with that one. And again, it's just cut from more of our Ocean Mist card pack. And I'm just going to add that one up.
I'm going to show a couple more of these while you're just sticking there, if that's all right, Katie, because the design team, this is Sally Ann's, and this is just using the Folksy paper pad. Isn't that lovely? And then we've got the 3 babushkas here, and this is Trisha's. So many fantastic ideas, just gorgeous. And again, really beautiful cards there, Sally Ann again, and another one there from Zoe, just beautiful. Oh, and the bag, yes, we were just admiring your bag there. And stencils using the fabric paint. Isn't that lovely? And the lovely cottons and the babushkas. Isn't that lovely? Those stencils are amazing. We've only used the free one so far, haven't we?
Yeah, well, we're going to try and get through a lot more of those stencils. I've got a really nice technique showing how to, a bit of a different way to apply some ink to the stencils. So we'll see if we can get through that one a bit later.
Yes, because we're back with each other at 8 o'clock as well. Lovely.
Right, so I've just added a bit of dark ink to the hair. Ooh, just dropped it. Yeah, a bit of dark ink to the hair of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Add that one on as well. There we go. So there's our male doll, and then just to finish it off, because I kind of thought maybe having a white back might just be a little bit plain.
Yeah.
I've simply cut another piece of the same floral pattern, and I absolutely love this pattern.
Oh, it's just lovely,
so
isn't it?
pretty, isn't it? And so I thought, well, we'll just pop that on the back there, just to show that's the back of the dad.
Gorgeous.
And then you've got your doll card.
Beautiful.
And yeah, that makes the doll card the first part of this card, which I'm hoping that I'll be able to show you a bit later on.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah, lovely, fantastic. Thank you, Katie. Gorgeous. So this is all part of the one-day special, and we've yet to do those lovely dies as well, which I think you could, you know, not just for the babushkas, but for, they've got snowflakes and baubles and all sorts there as well. We'll come to those. I know a lot of you are loving those. Some stunning, stunning designs here on the table. I love that one with the stencil there and the little pom-pom rick-rack around the face there. Absolutely gorgeous, whether you want to layer them, whether you want to have one within the other to overlap, or just that one at the back. Isn't that gorgeous? The expressions are just beautiful. So much versatility. And not forgetting as well, you know, this is the Nodding Unicorn card. Now this is using the Folksy Charm dolls dies, and then the Folksy Charm stamps, and the Meadow Star stamp, you know, the Meadow stencil, yeah. And then again, using the Charm dolls, are they? That's the Charm paper and the Folksy stamps as well, but that's using the Winter Snuggle stamps as well. So you can change them up a bit as well if you're not just going for the babushkas, just an idea. And again, those lovely stencils lend themselves to some incredible, beautiful, beautiful designs. Sally Ann and Sandra's there. In terms of, there's a lovely card box there and a beautiful card. So there's a lot of versatility in the set itself, but the ones that are taking centre stage, I'm sure you agree, are those beautiful babushka dolls. So you've got 62 amazing stamps. There's our lovely stencils there. The one you're looking at right now is the Folksy, and then we've got the 62 stamps there. And then you've got the floral charm stencil. I'll just mention that because you can get these individually. There, peeping into shop, we've got the Ocean Mist 24 double-sided, beautiful graded sheets there, blended beautifully. Then you've got the 8x8 Folksy Charm papers there as well, which I know Katie adores. And we're also have the benefit of the corners, those lovely, lovely decorative corners as an absolute freebie in there as well. And not to forget all of those amazing dies in the collection as well. Incredible dies. Beautiful. £84.94, saving £10. We can split that into 2 flexi payments as well. So we've got about 5 minutes. If there's anything quick you want to show me, Katie.
I'm going to have a go at showing you this technique that I sort of just discovered the other day when I was having a play. I don't know if it's, you know, technically allowed, but it works and it looks nice, so I think that's
definitely
fine
allowed
when you're
in my
crafting,
book.
isn't it? So with the Folksy Meadow stencil, you've got this gorgeous large design here, but you've also got your borders and things which are great for doing your greetings. But you can actually, you've got a little trim line here that you can actually separate them off, so you can have your 2 separate stencils, which just makes them, you know, easy to grab and easy to see, and also a little bit easier to use as well. So I'm going to trim that one off, and I'm going to get a couple of sheets of paper. I'm just going to pop. Sorry, bear with me. I've lost my bit of card that I was going to use. I'm going to take some from over here. Okay.
Beautiful quality card.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And yeah, just use a bone folder just to get a nice crisp edge on that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the ink directly to the stencil. So it's a little bit of a different technique. You could do this over the top of another bit of card if you wanted to actually get an impression on there as well. But I'm just applying ink like you would do a stamp, so sort of just pressing down on it.
Yeah.
And I'm just making sure there's plenty of ink all over.
And the cardstock there is lovely. It's 250 GSM, so it's a lovely quality to work with, isn't it, in terms of making your cards?
It's just perfect, and it's perfect for layering up, because some of our card packs we've done a 300 GSM, which is good for just your spinning frames.
Yeah. But
actually this one's at 250, so that you've got the space to then layer up your papers and things on top as well, with the Folksy Charm range. But yeah, it's just super handy and beautiful at the same time. Right, so I've inked all of that up, and now I'm going to pop my piece of card, the side that I want, facing down, and then pop another bit of paper on top, and then I'm very carefully going to put that through the die cutting machine.
Yeah, lovely.
And hopefully it will come good.
Yes, I always forget with, I mean, I don't realise this is slightly different, but, you know, we always forget with stencils we can emboss as well, you know, our lovely images. Yeah,
there's all these things you can do, and I haven't lined that up very well. Yeah, I don't have a huge amount of knowledge about all of the different things you can do with stencils. I'm quite new to using stencils.
But that's part of the, I like that, because then you've got fresh eyes to it.
Just having a play, and these are so much fun to have a play with, and you get so many lovely effects, even if you did just want to use simple inking.
So we're down to the last 70 seconds there, Katie.
Okay,
let's have a reveal.
It has worked. So you've got your lovely pattern on there, but you've also, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's picked up the edges as well, so it's sort of embossed the design, because the stencils are quite thick, so you can get a nice embossed effect as well.
That is beautiful,
and
isn't it?
You can use that on the backgrounds of your cards.
Katie, that's absolutely gorgeous. Well, what are we going to do at 8 o'clock then? Are we going to look at our spinning
Yes, we'll
dies?
do more spinning, we'll do more dolls, we'll do more stencils, try and cram a lot more into the 8 PM show.
Fantastic, lovely. That sounds absolutely perfect, because I just love these designs. They're absolutely gorgeous and so original. Fantastic one-day special, packed with innovation and style. gorgeous 62 stamps, 2 amazing stencils. Don't forget we can get these individually as well. Just want to flag that up. You've got the Ocean Mist gorgeous card there. You've got the 8x8 Folksy Charm papers as well. You've got the free gift of those decorative corners and all of those beautiful babushka dies as well. You're saving £10. We can split that into 2 flexi buy payments of £42.47, 828654. And thank you very much, Katie. We'll see you again at 8 o'clock. And if you've got any questions for Katie, let's have them at 8 o'clock tonight. But there's plenty more still to see here on Hochanda.